Hello students. So much awaited PWD exam got over today and most of the students sent me a WhatsApp message as well as they made a call to me saying that ma'am, whatever you had provided in the video lectures, lot of questions or the concepts had come from what we have provided. So I was very happy to hear that because even we need to know or we need to test ourselves or analyze ourselves that what we are providing is really helping for the students or not. And lot of students has done really well in this particular exam. And for this, I should say that I should congratulate you for the efforts what you have put, as well as even we had put lot of efforts in providing the video lectures. So if you had joined our course, you would have come to know like one videos record ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ I used to be very much tired and all, but I had kept a limit for completing the syllabus. So what I want to say that our efforts and your efforts ultimately has brought really very good fruits for your future. And if you see the previous PWD paper 2019, comparatively this question paper was little easier side and you can rate this particular paper as moderate. It was not that easy, not difficult again. Towards moderate you can rate for this particular paper. And as I always used to tell that nimagaru formula identification madak questions kelataranta, so they had asked around 11 questions for identifying the formula straight away, and the numericals were around 27 and the numericals were also not lengthy. One or two numericals is solve difficult itu, but rest all numericals you can solve easily. And as I always give the example of pH numerical in most of the videos if you have observed, because I have taught environmental engineering in our course and one question had appeared from pH straight away. And students also told me like whenever in the video lectures we used to say that okay, this is very important part and lot of students commit the mistake in this particular region, so be careful, concentrate. ಸೊ ಅದೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ದಾಗ ಬಂದೈತಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೈಸ್ ವೇಟೇಜ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್. 17 questions appeared from this. From highway engineering 16 questions. From environmental engineering 29 questions. Bridge engineering 6 questions. Structural analysis 8 questions. And if you see CTM, I have written 23 questions in that. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿ ಟಿ ಎಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ those questions were from estimation also, they were from building materials also, they were from building constructions also, as well as construction technology and management. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ನಾವು ಸಿ ಟಿ ಎಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಅತ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ಇವನ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಮೇಲೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಾರು. ಸೊ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ನಮ್ಮದು KPSC ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರು AE ಪ್ಲಸ್ JE ಎರಡು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಎವ್ರಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ CTM AE ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ ದ construction technology and management and some part of estimation, all those salvage value contract and all was there what we had provided. So now let's go through the question paper and try getting key answers for the questions. And if you find any errors in the questions, definitely you can leave the correct answers in the comment section or you can WhatsApp me. So ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆದಿಂತ್ರನು, ಸೊ ಆ ಟೈಪ್ ಏನೋ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ you can leave the comments in the comment section. The carryover factor for a prismatic beam element is, actually the question is incomplete. If they had given the type of the support, so fixed kottidare by chance, the answer would have been 2. The equation of a symmetric parabolic arch of span L and rise H is given by option 4. The shape of influence line diagram for the maximum bending moment in a simply supported beam is triangular. In connection with the theories of failures, which of the following statement is wrong? So here if you read the options, this might be the correct answer. The ratio of deflection at center of the fixed beam and simply supported beam under a uniformly distributed load is, here the answer is 3. The slope of a simply supported beam at the end under a moment m at that end is given by option 4. The deflection at a center of a cantilever beam of span L, uniform flexural rigidity EI and carrying a point load at its free end is given by first one. For a given material, Poisson's ratio is 0.25 and the ratio of Engg's modulus and modulus of rigidity is what? So you can calculate manale, you will get the answer as 2.5. A mild steel, so is a numerical, if you solve you will get the correct answer as option 2. Next, if you solve this numerical, you will get the answer as option 2. Next, this is identifying the formula. Here the correct answer is 1. Next, consider the following activities. So idralaga order mention madandaru yav first, second, third, fourth activity agtadita. So if you see the options, option 3 is right. The road connecting a city to the highway is called as arterial street. Crossing angle at a grade intersection should not be in any case less than. So crossing usually 90 degree irrati, but it should not be less than 75 degrees. So traffic olagu ee type questions kelirtare nimaga. Then 15, the order in which the road is constructed or built is option 4. In simple tension or compression. So if you read the options, option 2 is right. Next, if you see this question and solve, you will get the correct answer as 1. Next, identifying the formula. Here the correct option is 2. Next, if you solve the question, you will get the correct answer as 3. Next, with the same flexural rigidity and same span, which of the following beam will have least stiffness? So it is 4th one. Now if you see this, the correct formula will be option 1. Now this is a theory question actually, so this is from building construction, or you can take from estimation. General agaiti the question. So here the correct answer is 25. Flotation is a method of water purification by gas transfer. Environmental adu. So now all these are environment questions. Which one of the following is not a method of preventing fly nuisance at the filter sites of sewage? By sprinkling filter dintra enu affect agudilla. Next, one of the grades of the bitumen recommended by IRC for grouted macadam. Grouted macadam ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ bitumen use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, so it is 60/70. Next, if the design speed is v km/h and reaction time t is 2.5 seconds, lag distance in meter is calculated by using the formula option 1. Next, to exclude the floating debris from the sewage, screens are used and they are fixed at usually at 30 to 60 degree to the direction of the flow. So this is done to increase the area. So area increase mododintra velocity reduce agtati. So that's the reason we have to place it at certain angle. So now if you solve this numerical, you will get the correct answer as option 4. Next, once you solve this, the correct option is first one. Now if you solve this question, the correct answer is 3. Okay, so ಇದನ್ನು pause ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ solve ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ನೀವು already solutions we will be providing little later. Now we are providing just the key answers. So it is simple formula ಐತಿ. So if you understand this question, this will be the correct answer, that is volume by discharge. Next, 32, the correct option is grid iron system is suitable layout of the distribution system for a city with roads of rectangular pattern. Now if you see identification, in the Church's coefficient C is related to Darcy-Weisbach friction factor is option 3. Next, in water treatment, slow sand filters when compared to rapid gravity filters. Okay, so here the correct answer is less contaminated effluent ಬರ್ತಾಯಿತಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲೋ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, under which of the following activity a negative float can occur? So it is supercritical activity. A document which fully describes the materials, proportions and workmanships and accurately represent the work to be executed is rate analysis antaru, but actually it is specification. Graphical representation of activities consisting of nodes and arrows are called as networks. Amount of time by which the start of an activity may be delayed without causing a delay in the completion of a project is known as independent float. Interference float is described as total float minus free float. Next, if you solve this question, very simple numericals are there. Here the correct answer will be option 2, 3 to 4 million liters per day. Now if you solve this numerical, the correct option will be 1. Now here the maximum velocity in a partially filled circular sewer section is obtained when the sewer is 0.81 times the full depth. For a grid channel, if the recommended flow velocity is this much and the detention time is, then the length of the channel is, so it is velocity is equal to distance traveled by time taken. Very simple concept. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ second ಅನ್ನೋದೈತಿ, ಇದನ್ನ minute ದಾಗ convert ಮಾಡಿ multiply ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, that's it. The shallow wells constructed in the series along the banks of a river to collect water seeping through their bottom are called as infiltration wells. Coagulants used in water treatment function better when the raw water is alkaline ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚು effective ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. Next, rapid gravity filters are used for large municipal supplies. So H quantity ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಸ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ದಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಡಿಸ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಎಫ್ಲುಯೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ನಾವು ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ರ್ಯಾಪಿಡ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 3. Next, zeolite used in a zeolite softening process for the treatment of hard water gets exhausted after certain time of the usage but can be generated by flushing in with. So recharge ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ನೋಡಿರ್ ನೀವು brine solution. So that is concentrated salt or the sodium chloride solution. So the correct option is option 4. Next, just the identifying formula, empirical Freeman formula to calculate the quantity of the water required for firefighting is option 2. Next, sledge thickening is commonly achieved by the following methods. So the correct answer is option 3. So if you solve this, the correct answer will be option 3. This is the question on pH. So next one, the city has a population of 1 lakh as per Kachling formula. The fire demand for the city is. So Kachling formula in it 3182 under root of population. So population in thousands aiti. So 3182 into 10. So that will be option 3. If electric EC is electric conductivity and TDS is total dissolved solids, so idan nodale EC, that is electric conductivity, increases with the total dissolved solids. So ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರಬೇಕು, that's the reason we conduct this test at a specific temperature only. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ದ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೀವರ್ಸ್ generally adopted in the design may be option 2, 150 mm to 3000 mm. Next, if you solve this numerical, the correct answer will be 200 milligram per liter. Self-cleansing velocity of a sewage flowing in pipelines should be usually 0.6 to 0.9. So if you see the options, it is 0.8. Next, jack well is a wet intake structure. It is also called as jack well or the wet intake structure straight away. So if you solve this numerical, the correct option will be 4. Now once you solve this numerical, it is from structural analysis. The correct answer will be option 4, 10-ton compression. Next, question number 60. What will be fixed end moments for the given beam of span L is equal to 60 meter when subjected to a concentrated load of P equal to 20 kilonewton. So ನೀವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಂತ್ರ ಯಾವುದೋ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Now if you solve this numerical, the correct option will be 4th one. Now the next numerical, if you solve this, the correct answer is actually 4.68. So you can tick mark here this as the option. So it's up to you. Next, the world's first suspension bridge is. So if you see Menai bridge is the world's first suspension bridge. So ಯಾವುದು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ. Next, the reaction locus for a two-hinged semicircular arch is option 1. Next, 65. For a simply supported beam, the greatest left-hand reaction is option 3, support reaction. A beam AB of 10 meter span is hinged support at A and roller support at B. The influence line for the reaction RB is equal to mx, where n is option 4, 1/10. Next, two loads of an electrical crane 50 kilonewton each spaced at 4 meters center to center cross a girder of 80 meters span. Find the absolute maximum bending moment in the beam. So if you solve, this will be the correct answer. Now this is very simple numerical based on the utility factor from highway engineering. So if you solve, the correct option will be option 2. Next, which of the following statement is incorrect? So if you read, this will be incorrect because in the geometric design of highways, design speed will not be considered at helaru, but it will be considered. That is the main factor without which we cannot do any geometric design. So now again, this is a formula identifying question. Here the correct option is 1. Next, for the design of roadside drain, that dash data is not required. So ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, design speed of vehicle necessary ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸೈಡ್ ಡ್ರೈನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Next, according to BIS recommendation, the cement concrete paver blocks used in highway construction for medium traffic roads shall have a compressive strength of option 1. So next question is, what is the rating value if in the opinion of the road users a particular road stretch is very good? So ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 7 to 8 ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಐತಿ, but most likely you can keep it as this, but still you need to cross check this. I am not 100% sure of this particular answer. Next, If you solve this question, the correct answer you will get as option 1. Next, if you solve this is from hydrology, or you can take it from bridge engineering. So here the correct answer is 3. Next, as per IRC Class A loading, which of the following statement is correct in connection with the design of bridge decks? Again, it is from bridge engineering. Option 4 is correct. Again, this is from bearing of a bridge. So here the option 4 is correct, rocker bearing. The minimum depth of foundation below the score line in an arch bridge for piers should not be less than option 2 1.8 meter. The worth of an asset at the end of its useful life is given by option 2 salvage value. The point at which the total cost equal the total revenue is called as break even point. So ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ first we will try achieving break even point, then only we will go for the profit. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ break even reach ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ loss ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. Next, in the time cost optimization using CPM method for network analysis, the crashing of activities along the critical path is done starting with the activity having least cost slope. If the optimistic time, most likely time and pessimistic activity are this much. So simple numerical ಐತಿ, ಇದರ formula ನು ಕೆಳಗಿರೋರ ಮುಂದೆ. So here if you solve, the correct answer will be this much. Security deposit deducted at 5% from the contractor's bill is option 4. Refunded when the defect liability period of 6 months or 1 monsoon, whichever is later, is over. Next, which of the following is not primary dismantling method? So the dismantling method antaro. So here again this is also little confusing. So as per us this might be the right answer, but still you can cross check. Person A sells by auction to person B a house which A knows it to be unsound. A does not say anything to B but about the house being unsoundness. The act of a person A is called as not fraud. The maximum permissible size of stone aggregate used for the construction of subgrade is 50 mm. Next, the longitudinal slope of a drain of known cross section and depth of flow for the designed value of velocity, roughness coefficient and hydraulic radius is found from which equation? So it is Manning's formula. As per IRC guidelines, a bituminous concrete surface of a highway is considered good if the value of unevenness index is less than 2000 mm per kilometer. Next, the expansion bearings which are used in modern urban bridges which permit sliding movement and rotation in all directions is sliding cum rocker bearing. So same either statement ana notes ದಾಗ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಿತ್ತು actually ನಮ್ದು ಇದ್ರೊಳಗ. Next, again this is the formula based question. This question had appeared in PWD JE yesterday. So here the correct answer is this one. Next, the common type of the precedence relationship used in per CPM and ladder network is called as 2, option 2. Next, if you read this question, the correct answer will be option 3. Next, the technique of a pressure injection of grouts for the purpose of raising or stabilizing faulty concrete pavement floors and other slab on grade surface is termed as slab jacking technique. Arrange the steps involved in rehabilitation of distressed concrete structure. So if you read all the options, the correct option will be 2. What is meant by sunk cost? So it is option 2. It is the cost which has already been incurred and cannot be recovered. Next, total float can be calculated using option 4, both A as well as both 1 and 2. Building and Other Construction Workers Act became effective in India during option 3. So it type ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ GK type of questions ಕೇಳಾರವರು. The concrete obtained by adding soluble or emulsified polymer into the ordinary Portland concrete is called as polymer modified cement. Next, the third phase of a construction project cycle. See, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ sources ಒಳಗ different phases they have given, like 5 phases, 6 phases, something like that. So I feel this might be the correct answer. Actually, usually the third phase is considered as execution phase. So again, still you need to cross check the answer for this particular question. Payment of Wages Act in 1936 was amended in the year 1982. So hope you went through the entire question paper now. So moderate ಅತ್ತನ್ನ ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಈಸಿ ಅನ್ಸೈತಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ಸೈತಿ. ಬಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಸಿ, ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ ಆಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಕೀ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ಡ್, then definitely you can make the right decision for your future. And as we had seen for WRD exam, the process happened very soon, like the key answers, results, interview, ella fast ಆಯಿತು. We will be definitely hoping the same thing for this PWD. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ PWD ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ the number of students attempting the exam were more. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿವಸ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ಬೋದು, but mostly the things will be done very quickly. And also I would like to say that the students whoever had joined for PWD AE course, I am sure that definitely you might have liked the course what we had provided. And if you want to upgrade the course for KPSC, you can do it definitely. There is no problem, because that course will be helping you for upcoming notifications like PRED, RWS, RDPR, whatever it is. That particular package of KPSC of 21 subjects will be definitely helping you. So saying this, all the very best. Again, whatever the information is needed with respect to GATE exam or KPSC or PWD or whatever exam you say with respect to civil engineering, SANPoint is always there with you. Remember that.